Are we retreating through time? Climbing the sands of the hourglass? Passionately searching for our beginning? Together? Well, that would be quite a thing. That would be the joy of my eternity. But there are conditions. There always have been, I suppose. But at long last I can name them. I will no longer watch silently while the love I pour into him is siphoned off in dalliances with bare-chested lollygaggers. I must have his eyes, on mine, with a recognition of the past. He must say that he is sorry. I'm almost embarrassed by the simplicity of my request. Until that comes, I will not move 1 inch. Oh? I cannot breathe. And you, do you think I should go? We are. We always have been. I cannot thank you enough. What selflessness, what dedication, not just to a friendship, but to the higher meaning of love. You truly are precious to me.
Yes? Oh, you caught me at a time when I was, sitting here like a lump. A big cubey lump. You what? Oh, of course you did. He was probably just draped all over the floor, dripping emotions. He's an obvious one to ask if you're trying to accomplish something. And what did Gilbert and Tragedy have to say? Really? And, do you hate me now, too? Pish! Don't patronize me. You don't have the money. Ha! Now I know you're lying. He was very clear the last time we spoke that he wanted nothing to do with me after the, never mind. Please. He must have told you. I don't like to tell this story. I don't know that I ever have, really. Washi called it the pale betrayal. Oh, sweet, dry as sheet. Never tell him I used that name in front of you. I wasn't even allowed to use it in a public place. He'd purse his lips if I did. It's unmistakable. But I did it anyway. I loved his lips. So you've noticed them too. I thought I recognized a fellow addict. Lips anonymous, eh? And as taken as I've always been by them, wasn't enough. There's a young hormone around here named Dirk. Perhaps you've brushed up against him at some point. He's hard to miss. In any event, he has this habit of taking off his clothes. He wanders around, nearly nude, unbothered by the temperature changes he engenders in others. permanent press, darling. He used to do it so often that Washford and I took to using his clothes as part of our act. We would flip them and wring them and fold them whilst he was flipping and folding and wringing me. It was, my God, it was spectacular. I was spectacular. But after years of doing this act with Washford, it began to grind on me. Washford can be very difficult. And one being can only take so much from another before the pressure has to be released. The heat has to go somewhere. Well, we were in the middle of our act. We were using Dirk's red jeans and one of his chest-smushing polos, and Dirk was just lying there like he used to, dirty and shirtless, and I had this brilliant idea of including him in the performance. No, I did not, all right? We were in the middle of our performance. You think nature asks an opinion in the middle of creation? Dirk didn't have to do anything. I just struck up conversation. It was this sexy, witty, improvisatory repartee. He just kept saying the nicest things to me about our act and my costume and how much he liked the musculature of my shoulders. So I kept him talking and I refused to give him his clothes back. Oh, innocent. You should have seen him glisten all naked. You wouldn't have given his clothes back either. I mean, I would have eventually, yes, but that was the genius bit. I just kept our act going. The last part of the choreography was always Washford passing the clothes to me, and then me spinning them around and around, faster and faster, building up all this tremendous heat, this anticipation, this breathlessness, and at the last second, whipping them all out into the audience and letting the audience catch them all hot and billowy. So I just kept talking to Dirk, and Washford was supposed to keep holding me in the clothes while Dirk got more and more colourful, and I laughed, and the audience laughed and screamed, and it was, my God, it was poetry! Yes, the clothes stayed a little wet. They mildewed the tiniest bit. They made Washford sick. He said he had a cough. And afterwards he called it the pale betrayal. What a nonsense, dramatic exaggeration of the only good idea this act has seen in decades. Mildew is white, you see. Sometimes grey. Yes. I suppose so. I was barely flirting. I would hardly qualify it like that. Dirk was just being nice. Washford was always so damn sensitive. It wasn't really flirting. He was being complimentary, and I was playing along. If that's flirting, then I need practice. I was performing. I was making our act better in the process. So, what's the harm? Yes. I loved him. Dirk was just being so nice to me. No, not nicer. Of course not. Just. Washford can be so mysterious. You know, he can be very difficult to read. Sometimes I didn't know where I stood with him or how he felt. It was just nice for once to be talking to someone whose every other word was how wonderful I am. Dirk told me I had inspirational extension. And I do! You haven't seen it, but I'm basically one of those nesting ladders. Points. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't mean to do anything wrong. I just needed to know that Washford loved me. I just needed him to say it, I suppose. That's all. Maybe. It's an interesting suggestion. I'm not saying I'm convinced. I'm still hurt, but also I'm over it, and I don't care. And I don't really miss my former friend. I mean, I do miss him. Desperately. But I'm not that easy. I mean, I don't want to be. I would so much rather be suave. Genuinely suave. I've always wanted to be more mysterious than I am. You sound like Washford. How do you know he even wants to be with me again? Feelings are always worth going all in on. Call his name for me, would you? Call for Washford. Call his name! Again! I fear I shall never speak to him again. Oh, right. Washford? Hello? Washford, hear my cry. Fine. Pushy today, aren't we? Washford!
He scoffs, hurt evident in his eyes.
See? Nothing. Nothing at...
Hello, Drysdale.
You've never seen Drysdale so lost for words. He looks positively taken aback.
Hello? I didn't think you'd come.
I know. I didn't think I would either, truthfully. With so much water bearing up under our bridge, I thought the fire between us would long since have been drowned. But when I heard your voice...
My voice?
I couldn't resist.
Oh, my darling. You never could resist my calling to you, could you?
My being sings to the thunder of your merest whisper, my love.
Oh, hush, you flirt. Never hush. Flirt with me. Forever. You want to be included? Swept into this gorgeous maelstrom and carried along on the unknown tide?
You sound like me, my love.
So I do. Oh, God. Is that a good thing?
I thought my heart could get no fuller. With the promise of another bright and loving companion on our voyage, glorious potential realized.
Oh, Washy, you've become so free-spirited. Of course you're welcome, Cherub. We wouldn't have it any other way. Ha! And don't worry, I'll devise some sort of training regime to get you up to snuff so you can keep up.
Drydy, let's not try to frighten the poor initiate.
There's my cheeky monkey.